What does it take really to recall a legislator? We're seeing another episode in Kogi State where you recall that Senator Ononye also followed the same challenge. I'm joined by TVC's Uzonna Ononye with a touchscreen analysis. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. It's another burning issue on the table, and it's a question of how or what does it take or what would it take to recall a senator. It's a constitutional provision in any way. And the Constitution empowers or enables constituents to recall whoever that is representing them when he or she is not performing up to their expectation. But Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan's experience is not the first. Incidentally, the latest we had before this same Kogi State, Senator Ononye, who was in the Senate between 2015 and 2019, there was an attempt to take him out. He was representing Kogi West Senatorial District, and the people that were championing that within that period were able to get 189,000 signatures. Out of that 189,000 signatures, INEC was only able to verify 18,000, which is 9%, 9.87% of the 50% required, which is far cry, and that was how this whole effort collapsed. But let's look through exactly what the Constitution said about recalling a senator. In section 69 of the 1999 Constitution, a member of the Senate or House of Representatives may be recalled as such a member if this was exactly what happened when some constituents gathered signatures and presented to the chairman of INEC, and then the chairman of INEC will have to, or INEC as a body will have to verify, duly verified, sorry, but I made a mistake, duly verified by the Independent National Electoral Commission. Now, if it succeeds in duly verifying them, let's assume that they were able to get 50% of the people that signed to verify that they actually are from that constituency. It wouldn't end there. The INEC will now go ahead to conduct a referendum, which is another round of election. And in this election, it's expected that 50% plus one, just simple majority, 50% plus one of registered voters will participate and vote in this referendum. I'm not sure in the recent history when we had up to 40% voter turnout in elections. So that makes it a bit more cumbersome to actually recall any member of the National Assembly. This also applies to the state houses of assembly. Now, there's what INEC pointed out, that the people that submitted the forms did not provide. This is actually the form, a sample of the form that people will fill to recall. You provide this information about yourselves and all of that, and then name of petitioner, address, VIN of the petitioner's PVC. That is the number you have on your PVC. So you are a registered voter without having a PVC, you are not qualified. So it's actually difficult. Then signature and thumbprint are quite, they're soft to deal with, but this is a major problem because you must have your PVC. And the Constitution said 50% of registered voters. How many percentage of that registered voters actually have this PVC, now to talk of having their numbers? So it's a challenge. People had said in the past that it appears that people that designed this recall process didn't actually want it to happen in the first place because it's quite detailed and cumbersome if you understand it. And that's it. That's what is going on in Kogi State now, and we would like to see how it ends.
There's a reason why all the previous recall attempts did not pass. But this time we've seen well over 470,000 signed petition. In fact, they came in like 6 or 7 Ghana must go bags.
Big bags.
They say there's a political intent behind having Senator Natasha Akpoti record. But it is a huge determination fueling this. We have to wait and see what happens.
The bags are plenty, but the information requires are not there. INEC has already pointed that out. Yes, you have big bags. You have a lot of forms, 400 and something thousand of them, which is far more than the 50,000 required. Yeah, 50% required, indeed. Far more than that. But the credibility of that is actually where the question lies. And subsequent elections, maybe this is a provision of the Constitution that requires a bit of review if it is expected that a member of the National Assembly or State House of Assembly can be recalled by the constituents.
Interesting days ahead. Uzonna Ononye, thank you for the update.
My pleasure.